Hello students, today I will explain a new chapter for class 8 students. So today's topic is the population dynamics. So let's start with world population. So the world population crossed the 7 billion mark as per United States Census Bureau in 2012. Of these, 60% is in the Asian continent. China and India together account for one third of the total world population. As you can see in the diagram, China's total percentage of population is 19.4, India 17.5, and other countries 41.2%. And I have mentioned the other countries' percentage also here. Now, next we will learn the population distribution or population density. So, population distribution refers to the way people are spaced out over the earth's surface. The number of people living per unit area, that is, the number of person in 1 square kilometer of per square mile or per square mile is the density of population of that area. So I repeat again, the number of person in 1 square kilometer area or per square mile is the density of population of that area. See the formula I have mentioned here, population density equal to number of people divided by unit area. Remember, the population of the world is unevenly distributed, as you can see in the diagram. Nearly 90% of the world population lives on the 10% of the earth's total land. Next, we will learn the three density regions. What are these? Densely populated regions, moderately populated regions, and sparsely populated region. So first, densely populated region. So the densely populated areas are found in eastern and the western Asia. Say fertile river valleys such as Ganga Valley, Bangladesh, Nile Valley and Delta. Moderately populated regions are central USA, tropical West Africa, southern part of Russia, Deccan Plateau of India, central China, some parts of the South America. Next, third one, sparsely populated region. These regions are unsuitable for living due to the harsh climate such as cold desert like Greenland, Alaska, tundra, hot deserts like Sahara, high mountain regions like Himalayan Andes. So these regions are having very less population. Next, we will learn the factors. So, what are the factors? Why the population distribution is uneven? There are mainly two factors, physical factor and socioeconomic factors. So, first we will learn the physical factors. First point, relief and topography. So, these are important factors. People prefer to live in the plains and on gentle slopes because they are well suited to construction of roads, canals, railway lines and buildings. Point number 2, climate. People generally avoid harsh climate, be it very cold, dry or wet. Regions of moderate climate and abundant rainfall are densely populated. Point number 3, soil. Soil quality determines the success of agricultural production. All river plains such as the Ganga and Brahmaputra in India, the Huanghe in China and the Nile in Egypt are all the good examples of areas of fertile soil that are densely populated. Point number 4, minerals and fuel. The availability of these attract people to move such locations such as the gold mine in the Australian desert, the the diamond mine in Johannesburg in Africa. And the fifth point is water. People like to settle in the river valleys since the ancient time. So, it is good that they always have the source of fresh water nearby. Next, we will learn non-physical factors. First is industry. So, the development of industries in a region provides employment opportunities and accordingly attracts people not only from surrounding areas but also far off places. For example, Kobe Osaka industrial region of Japan is highly populated. Urbanization, next point. Urbanization and proper infrastructure in an area attracts people for jobs, medical facilities, better living standards and trades. Thus, the density of population in urban areas are always high. Transport, developed transport and communication network attracts industry and trade. Number 4, religious center. Religious centers of cultural importance also attract large population as in Varanasi, Haridwar, Tirupati, etc. And last one is government policy. So the government policies also influence the population density. For example, the Afro-Americans were settled on cotton cultivations in America.